welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I'm over 100 subscribers now. So, from my heart, I want to thank you all from my heart. Sophia says thank you. That's really something. So, thank you. And thank you for all the people who like and subscribe, leave comments, and you know all that jazz. Anyways, today I'm going to talk about HRT. HRT, hormone replacement therapy. It's something that trans women undergo. I'll also trans men undergo it as well. And basically, it's pretty much by definition, it's taking cross-sex hormones and suppressing the other hormone. So, in my case, it's suppressing and blocking the testosterone and putting estrogen as the replacement. That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. All right. First off, I would suggest to go to a doctor. Just because you're going to get you're going to get what you need. If you buy stuff over the internet, it may or may not be like what you're looking for. What's considered. It's more regulated, is what I'm saying. If you go through a doctor, it can be very dangerous to self-medicate yourself because these medications are very severe and hard on the body. Like they get processed severely through your liver and your kidneys. That's also like, if you're starting a transition or if you're going to start your transition, you should really try to refrain from drugs and alcohol. Just because this medication is so powerful that you could really like mess up your internal organs if you continue to drink or smoke cigarettes. Even you're not really supposed to smoke cigarettes. Well, Sophia, I've seen you in a couple of videos, girl, smoking cigarettes. That's something, it's a work in progress, okay? I really need to give it completely up. But my doctor tells me that, if you smoke 3 cigarettes in one day, that's not the worst thing. Before, oh my God, I used to smoke like a pack of cigarettes a day. So, I don't do that anymore. So yeah, like what you're putting into your body, you really want to consider that when you transition, and it can also hinder your transition. There's other trans women that I know and seen and have heard their stories, and they, did they drank or they did their speed or whatever. Number one, you could die from it. You could die from that just because of all the stuff going. It's like so amped up of what you're putting into your body. Like you should watch what you're putting into your body, just in general. But you really need to extra watch it when you're taking hormones. Okay. And so, anyways, I was bringing up that because there's some trans women that like continue to smoke crank or speed or whatever, and or they drink or whatever. I'm only bringing that up because they think it like slowed the process down. I don't know how true that is. Like, I've read some other material about it, so it can happen. So you just be self-aware of that. I'm not making an anti-substance speech or anything. I am a libertarian, so I definitely, I'm a free-thinking libertarian, so that's the best way to categorize me. I believe that it's your body, your right, do whatever you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anybody, or causing harm on anyone, hey, it's America, have at it, it's your body, have fun, alright, but know the consequences, for real, alright. So now that I talked about that, back to the doctor thing. You're going to see a endocrinologist. That's the type of doctor you want to see. And I don't know how other states operate and whatever. You might have to go to a therapist and get a letter to go to the doctor or something. I don't know if they really do that anymore. Just be sure that, know that this is what's right for you. You really got to understand and know that transitioning is what you need to do in your life. People like myself who are transsexual, it's like, it's almost like we have, it's do or die in a way. We have to do it. It's a very serious thing. So bear that in mind. But you'll go to the doctor. He'll give you blood work to start off, and then he'll give you a prescription. It's usually a very mild starting prescription. He just wants to see where you're at, and usually you got to go back to the doctor like every 3 months for the first year, or it's every 3 or 4 months. I can't remember. The first year, and then you for blood work. So they give you your prescription. It's for like 3 months. Then you got to go back to the doctor. They do the blood work, test your vitals and everything, and then they write you another like 3-month prescription. Does that make sense? And they might raise it. They might keep it. They might like raise the testosterone blocker. They keep the estrogen where it's at. They might raise the estrogen. Like, me personally, I've never had my testosterone blocker raised. It's always been 100 milligrams. That's what I started off on when I started seeing my doctors. And they've never risen. There's some trans women, I guess they take like 200 milligrams of it. It dehydrates your body. I couldn't imagine taking 200 milligrams of it. That's a lot. I hate taking it all together. I can't wait for the day when Sophia does not have to take that shit anymore. I'm always having to pee. It upsets my stomach sometimes. It's basically like a water pill. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up, okay? And it just like blocks the testosterone also. But you're always drinking water, keeping hydrated. That's another thing about the drugs and the drinking and cigarettes. They'll dehydrate you too. So you're already taking a diuretic. So you're already dehydrated. So you drink a whole lot of water every single day, just by nature. And if you're like doing another thing that's gonna do, even caffeine's another one. Like, I might drink like 1 coffee, maybe each day. I don't really drink energy drinks anymore. I don't drink soda. All right, once in a while. Well, maybe once a day I'll have a cup of coffee, okay? I drink a cup of I'm not going to lie about it, okay, y'all? Sophia drinks a cup of coffee every single day. I need it, okay? And I usually drink my cup of coffee while I'm smoking one of my 3 cigarettes, all right? So that's my little admission, all right? But whatever. So those are just kind of some of the things that you're going to experience and expect. And have to deal with when you start doing it. After the whole 3-month thing, then you're moved to like every 6 months. Then you're moved down to like now I see my doctor like once a year. He does my blood levels, whatever. Checks my estrogen, rewrites my prescription. He writes my prescription for the whole year. I get my prescription. There's 60-day prescriptions. So he writes like 6 of them. So every 2 months I fill my prescriptions. And he sends me on my way. That's actually one of the reasons, real quick story, that's one of the reasons why I switched doctors from my first doctor. Because I had messed up and I didn't go to my scheduled appointment for my analysis and blood work. And for some reason this doctor had long ass waiting lists. Like, I don't know why, but just a lot of people were seeing him. And so anyways, I missed the doctor. I was almost out of hormones. And they were like, well, we could get you back in 6 weeks. I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go off of hormones and I asked them, I was like, well, can you just write me the prescription and then I'll see you in 6 weeks? They're like, no, we will have to write you the prescription when we see you in 6 weeks. So basically, yeah, I was like, F that, okay? I'm not doing this thing of going on this stuff and then going off it, going on it, going off it, like I kind of explained in the past. So I was not having it. So that's really why I changed my doctor. And basically, I just hit up another trans sister of mine up here in my city, and I gave a shout out to her. I said, girl, what doctor you go to, girl? And she's like, I go to blah, blah, blah doctor. And I'm like, cool, is he cool? And she's like, yeah, he's super cool. And I explained what had happened, and she's like, just go to my doctor. He'll get you in within like the week. So I called the doctor that she went to or goes to. The doctor got me. He got me right in, like within a couple of days. And I was in and out. There was no problem. But yeah, that's kind of the whole gist of it. You really want to take your hormones every single day. You don't want to like go on them and go off them. That could also mess up the effects of the transition. Okay, this is another point that I was going to make. Estrogen takes a long time in your body to finally, like, you start seeing the changes. It's not right away. It's not overnight. It's not even a first month. Like, I personally didn't notice probably anything until the first, I would say 6, 7 months, maybe 8 months of taking them consistently. So yeah, that's like what you're in. Okay, it's just how the game is, and it's part of the game, and it just takes a really long time. And so what I'm saying with that is when you do stuff that can hinder the transition, like if you're going out and you're partying with everybody, and you're drinking a bunch of Mai Tais or gin and tonics or whatever, like every night. I'm not saying you can't have no drink. Once in a while, I might have like a glass of wine. I'll be out with somebody. I had some friends around. We were hanging out this is maybe a month and a half ago. And my friends, these guys, they like to drink. They love to drink. And I was like just sober pretty much, the whole 2 of the 3 days. And the third day, I was like, all right, I made like two or three drinks. I made 3 drinks. And I was okay the next day. It wasn't real, severe. I wouldn't recommend to do that every single day. And drinking 2 drinks, 3 drinks, and we were just hanging out for 6 hours or whatever. That used to be nothing. I used to drink like crazy back in the day, y'all. Like, for real. I used to drink I put to shame fishes that drink, okay, back in the day. So that's just a whole other topic, all right? Or maybe once in a while I might have like a glass of wine to go with, my pasta or my dinner or whatever I'm eating. So the point is, wow, I'm really going off on it. The point is, you want to, those things can things like that, if you do it on a regular basis, they can slow your transition down or mess the transition up. Same thing with going on the hormones and then going off the hormones. Because if you take them for 3 months and then you just I'm not gonna take them anymore, and you go a month without taking it, your body, it's just gonna mess it up, girl. So take your hormones every day. All right, doctor prescribed. And it's important that this is your transition. This is the most important. This is you. This is probably the most important decision in your entire life. And to just take it with that amount of seriousness, because it is serious, and you want your transition to go well, and you want to be healthy. I want you to be healthy. We don't want people, blown out kidneys and crazy shit like that. So what else did I talk about? So the blood work analysis, I think I covered that. They'll do the blood. Now I get blood work. Did you see that guy's bright light? What the hell? It's freaking, the sun's going down. You don't need your bright lights on. What an asshole. Anyways, I talked about consistency. I talked about HRT taking time. Potential dangers, liver, kidney. Okay, we covered that. Yeah, I think that covers it. Just be patient and enjoy it. I mean, this is, like I said, the biggest, most excitingest thing in your life. You're finally able to be you. You're finally being yourself. And you're watching it. And you're doing it. And it's just the best time of your life. So yeah, that's kind of the song and dance with all that. Hopefully this video was informative. If you like it, go ahead and smash that like button. And thank you for subscribing. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to. It's all voluntary. Whatever you want to do. And thank you all for the likes and the comments and the subscriptions. That really means a lot. I'm over 100 subscribers now. I think it's I checked and it's 111. I was like, ooh, girl. It's just climbing. Anyways, it's getting darker, so I'm going to get off this. And thank you for watching. And you all have a good night, and be safe, and love one another, be blessed, be positive, be well, and I'm going to keep this video under 20 minutes. Alright, thank you, bye-bye.